Yeah, just complete performance. Proud of the guys, just the way they, played 7 hard innings. I thought that, all 3 phases, once again, we talk about it's complementary baseball. I think just that we put our brand of baseball on the field today, and that's a really good team, really well-coached team. And, we just got to keep playing off that momentum and really keep tightening things up just from a mental perspective.
Tate struggled a little to start the game, got behind in the count, and that led to, a couple of runs. But once he started working ahead of the count, he really looked sharp.
Tate is like the ultimate game manager. I kind of think we were kind of talking in the office the other day about like quarterbacks and how he has all the tools to win games too, but he does such a good job of just managing a game. And I think it puts us at ease that he can go through whether it's retiring 15 in a row or it's giving up a couple of hits or a 3-2 walk or whatever it is, and just proud of the way he's growing. You get to ask the question of how he's continuing to improve, and that's a good example of that. I mean, hey, I didn't pitch, but I know that's not an easy. Guys put a couple good swings, and one just goes off Curse's glove, jumped up, tried to make a great play for us, and then the home run happens, man. It wasn't a solo shot, but with the way our offense is, he just dialed back in, and that's the thing about Tate that I think doesn't get appreciated enough is just he finds a way to give us a chance to win every time out.
We're 9 games in now, but does it still kind of blow you away what this offense can do? 1 to 9, I think 9 different players drove in a run today, and it still kind of baffle you what they can do.
I mean, we just see it so often from them, and I think I thought today we played 9v1 baseball, which is what we preach of all 9 guys buying into. It's not necessarily the same approach, but it's they gotta play together. There's so much talent that can get run out on the field at any given time. It can be somebody different every night with the biggest performance. I mean, proud of Jaron. I mean, he's, he came out of the gates and was hitting 400, and you sit there and go, man, he just doesn't seem like he's 100%. And, to his credit, he just keeps working. And, I mean, that's the fun part, man, is these guys can carry. These guys, he can hit for power, hit for average, hit with 2 strikes, basically put 3 really good swings on those balls to right center. 2 of them go out, and kind of the rest is history.
Caden continues to do what you asked him to do. You're not asking him for extended innings. Just come in and get the key outs when you need him, and he did that again today. Yeah,
he always takes the ball. I mean, Barfield, and him both are just extremely selfless. They've been through multiple years here. They've seen, the resurgence and all that comes with it. And those guys, yeah, they can get hot fast. They come in the game. Rock takes the ball, as we call him, and just, he's got different breaking balls. But man, everything's kind of going down and in that direction, and he's snuck some fastballs in. So no, he did a great job.
Porter going 2 innings today, looked a little bit better than he did at Statesboro last week. 2 innings, only 1 walk this time. How'd you feel about his performance?
Porter's doing great, man. I think it's electric stuff, and it's sometimes when your stuff's that good, it hurts you because guys will sit back there and be passive. Getting him up to go for the second inning, I mean, that's what it's all about. I think as a pitching staff, it's the sum of all of our parts, right? So we have guys that can go multiple innings, and in an ACC weekend, if that's kind of what we've been treating this as, is whether it was, if he can go 2 innings instead of 1, that's 1 more inning that we can save for a Saturday or Sunday, because in our league, just like with the Big Ten or whatever, the margin's so small that every inning you can get out of a guy. But he went through the heart of their order, punched I think all 3 of them out. I think he's a special dude, and we're going to continue to rely on him.
Do you have any update on Smith, or just still day to day?
He's day to day. I mean, realistically, we could probably run him out there, like I mentioned last week. I think that it's the only good stress about it is you're sitting there and like Coleman Lewis today gets a start and guys get a chance to run. These guys are working really hard. I mean, I think we had really 2 good practice days. Talk about the maturity of the team, what they needed to get better, and for us, it's having a right now urgency with a long-term focus of whether it's pitching, hitting, whatever it is, of keeping the guys healthy and at their best.
When you look at Drew, he's starting to hit line drives now, which is a good sign for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's the same way. I mean, you look right out of the gate and you're like, man, he's struggling, and it's like, what a blessing that, hitting 400 or whatever is struggle when you're the best player in the country. So, for him, it is, man. When he's using the middle of the field like that with, low flight, obviously he can elevate the ball to all right field to left field, but when he's using the middle of the field like that, he's a really dangerous man.
This last weekend series before ACC play starts next week, how are you kind of using this kind of a final run through, kind of trying to iron things out of the way you want them to go before next?
Yeah, I told the guys like the traditional like non-conference is over. You're talking about like Northwestern is, Ben and I have known each other over the years. He's a great coach, got a good staff. like a lot of teams are playing rivalry weekends this weekend, and I think for us, you know, it just sharpens yourself mentally when you know that team's capable of beating you any night you guys go against each other.
And I guess with the pitching, this series will give you guys an idea of how you want to move forward.
Yeah, I think for now, I think, you know, it's like everything's up in the air. You know, you're just asking guys to, when we put them in the position to go and get outs, they get as many outs as they can. And then if we feel like you need to pass the ball to somebody else, then we're going to do that.